Hey guys, as I mentioned in the Minolta Dimage-V video, I bought this camera, the DS-20, aka the DX-7, just to get the smart media card out of it to use in the Dimage-V. But after a while, I wanted to know what it would be like to use this camera, and also compare it against the Dimage-V. Where Minolta had they both came out about the same time. This was announced in '96, but it didn't start selling until 1997. This one was announced and released in 1997. So we have two cameras that are basically from the same era, and they both have a third megapixel, aka 0.35 megapixel sensor in it. So it would be a good idea to do a nice little comparison. That's why I call cameras that camera videos that have nothing, that are not really to do with Minolta, that are mostly have to do with a different camera. These are side quests. This is welcome to the first one. Where the Minolta had a dedicated zoom lens, which is actually detachable, which is kind of a silly thing to do, but it's got a actual dedicated zoom lens. This has a lens that's practically taken out of a video camera, like a surveillance camera, which is a 38 millimeter lens. The Minolta version doesn't really have an aperture setting. It's just wide open at all times. Now, this one, on the other hand, actually has a setting where you can go wide open or small. And let's see if maybe I can get it to show. I doubt you can see it, and it even tells you on the back on the screen if you need to use which one. Both have macro modes. It's a switch on this one, which is right here. This is macro. Even though it's in Japanese, it's still macro. This one, you just move the slider all the way over. The biggest difference between these two cameras is the placement of the smart media card and what type of smart media cards you can use. The Dimage-V, you have to get it. It's with the batteries. And you can only use the 5 volt. So every time you want to get images out of this today, you have to take the card out by going through the camera door, through the battery door, which means every time you turn it on, you have to reset the time. That's really, really... Fujifilm was smarter. They gave you a dedicated battery door and a dedicated smart media slot. Now this one can use 5 volt or 3.3 volt. So I decided to opt and buy a 4 megabyte 3.3 volt card so I can hold double the amount of images. Another big difference is battery life. Oh boy, that is the biggest one of them all, is battery life. I have regular AA's in this. I had regular AA's in the Dimage-V. I was lucky to get 4 images until it killed the batteries. I got lithiums in there now, and it's got some better longevity. Now, interestingly enough, I've got regular batteries in this DS-20, and it's still doing fine. So, yeah. Image quality. Let's go ahead and move that here. Move that here. All right. This is what we've been waiting for. The image quality. move this over a little bit. There we go. What can we say about image quality from this moment of all? This is 35 millimeter looking. It's very 35 millimeter looking. The sensor makes it look almost realistically for a 35 millimeter image. These are from my DimageV, as you can tell. And it just looks good. When you print them up, if you put them on the computer screen and blow them up, they look horrid. But if you print them in the right size, which is like this, they look good. But the DS-20 does it so much better. I am a huge fan of this picture. The DS-20, I think, takes better images. I'll still use my Minolta DimageV because it's got that 35 millimeter look to it. But between the two of them, of course, these are taken at different times. I like how this one reproduces blues better, and I just love that sunset photo. It can pull it off so much better than the DimageV. I didn't really go over too much with ergonomics of these cameras, but it's more or less between the two of them. I'd rather use the DS-20 mostly because all you got to do is turn it on, hit display. Come on. There we go. Hit display. And then we have fine, 44 images. And then you just go. I believe this is the display button. I was hitting the wrong one. But yeah, that's it. You just turn it on and shoot. This one, because I opened the battery door, I have to go, I gotta turn it on, and we got 40 images. I think I have a 4 megabyte card in here. No, wait. No, we don't. That was set to, I have it on fine now and I only have 16 images. So yeah, this is a 2 megabyte card in here and it's 5 volts. But now I have to set the date and the time again because I opened it, which is stupid. But then after that, all you have to do is just go to town and you take photos and then you pull it out. And then if you want to take the photos off, you get yourself one of these, which is the Fujifilm SM-R2, which plugs right into a modern computer and you can just start pulling images off. Or you can see that one video that I posted where this took photos right from this and printed it right from the printer. Because I had this connected directly to the printer and it saw it as a SD card. So, if you want a camera that's really quick to use, and get one of these because there's plenty of them. It was sold in Japan as the DS-20. It was sold in the United States as the DX-7, and it's Fujifilm. I like the DimageV too, but when it comes to photos, I actually grab this more often. Now, in the future, we'll be comparing a couple more formats. This is one of them. And I have something coming from Japan that takes these. I think you got an idea of what that is, but we're gonna have to wait and see. Keep shooting, my friends.